Abhinav Bindra has launched his high-performance training facility which promises to revolutionize Indian sports, and Boria Majumdar gets you an exclusive sneak peek.
Finally has a high-performance center for elite athletes thanks to Abhinav Bindra. Most importantly, he's made it free for every elite athlete, every Olympic athlete that India produces. And over the next few minutes, I will take my viewers on an exclusive preview tour of this very sophisticated center for high-performance sport in Chandigarh. So Dilip, my camera person, please, if you can accompany me in. Finally, the man is on his own machine, the one that he actually carried to Rio in a portable form. Over to you. Why was this machine important? Why is it important? Why did you carry it to Rio?
Well, shooting is a sport which requires immense amount of balance and control, and you know, balance is changing every day. Balance changes every moment. So I had a portable system which I carried to Rio. I trained on it every morning before I went to the shooting range, because that woke up my sense of balance and my proprioception, so that when I actually went to shoot, my body was ready to perform.
And if you can see now, if our camera person can focus where Abhinav is standing, now look at it.
We can train it.
Now you can see. See where Abhinav's equilibrium is. If you can see here, if you can see, focus on this circle here, given his equilibrium is so good, and because he's a trained high-performance athlete, it is right here in the center. If it's one of us, mere mortals who's not an elite athlete, it will be all over the place.
The systems here are so revolutionary. This is the next century of fitness. We've always been many years behind, and all these systems are basically getting us not just on par, but getting us ahead. And you know, for all these years, we've been 30 years behind the whole scenario. But these systems are so revolutionary, not just to India, but to world sport. So the idea was to get it into India so that, you know, our athletes have access to the best possible ways of training to improve their efficiency, because at the end of the day, in high performance in sport, it's the quality of movement which actually matters, and which is the real reason and the real base for success at that Olympic level, where the pressure is immense. When an athlete has that quality of movement, he's able to sustain and absorb that pressure and perform at a high level by not letting his body give up. So the body has to be a very efficient system, and if the body is efficient, then it can overcome that Olympic pressure.
काफ़ी यूनिक है, ये एक ट्रेडमिल है जैसे आप देख सकते हो, लेकिन जो नॉर्मल ट्रेडमिल है उससे काफ़ी डिफरेंट है. सबसे पहले ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म आप देख रहे हो, ये सेंसोराइज प्लेटफॉर्म है. सेंसोराइज मतलब ये आपको बताता है कि आपकी लेफ्ट साइड में आपने कितना वजन डाला, राइट साइड में कितना वजन डाला. फिर आप सामने देखते हो एक बड़ा सा स्क्रीन है. तो जैसे हम एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट करते हैं, तो अभी स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हो कि मेरा रियल टाइम, सबसे पहले जो सॉफ्टवेयर है इस मशीन का, वो जो एथलीट है उसकी हाइट और वेट मेजर करके प्रॉपर मार्कर्स क्रिएट करता है. तो आप देख सकते हो कि ये डिफरेंट मार्कर्स आपको दिख रहे हैं, जो वहाँ पे एक 3D कैमरा है, हाई रेजोल्यूशन कैमरा, जो इंफ्रारेड के थ्रू एथलीट के पूरे बॉडी को स्कैन करता है, और वो मार्कर्स के थ्रू जो भी 1 डिग्री ऑफ वेरिएशन होता है जॉइंट्स के अंदर, या वो उसको कैप्चर करता है.
If I know right, you are making this free for Indian athletes, right?
Yes, for elite Indian athletes, you know, I run a foundation, and athletes coming through the foundation have free access to it. Of course, any elite athlete who wants to come in, it's going to be free of charge for them.
If you see what is written behind the 5 rings, and that's why we're doing this interview here, below the 5 rings, Abhinav says it's not about 4 years, it's every day. It is about every day. That's why we mess up in the Olympics, because for us, it's still 4 years. This center will make us realize that it's every day. When did you start thinking about the center and bring the center to India?
Well, I got introduced to TecnoBody about a year ago, not even a year ago, less than a year ago. And this was something I was looking for 20 years of my own career. I did not have access to to this because this was so specific for what I did for 20 odd years. And if I had access to this, all this equipment maybe a few years ago, I'm sure I would have ended up with one more Olympic medal for sure.
That's an incredible statement. And he came very, very close in Rio, if you remember. That last shot, 9.7, cost Abhinav and India that medal. But as he says, he's damn fourth best in the world. I remember that comment he told me that night over dinner. Final question. Retired athlete will train in these. So are we expecting a comeback? Can we get you to at least do something?
So I just was on the balance machine and my balance is still pretty good. But that's no reason for coming back.
So Abhinav, he won't come back. But much more than his own comeback, what he is doing is a big thing for Indian sport. Because we perhaps don't need one Abhinav. We need many. And in order to nurture many, the first step is to create structure, facility, functionality, and that's what he has done. So more than your comeback, what you're actually doing is giving it back to sport. Many congratulations.
Thank you.
Hopefully this spends.
Thank you.